Six NBA players who are insanely funny on social media. Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribe to this month's shoutout giveaway. LeBron James.
Y'all know what today is, right? I said, do y'all know what today is? Today is Taco Tuesday! Taco Tuesday!
Facebook is by far the most globally dominant social media network. As of April 2016, Facebook became the first social network to surpass 1 billion registered accounts and currently rests at 1.59 billion active monthly users. It could be argued that the Facebook comparison belongs to Stephen Curry, considering he has taken LeBron's throne for most global jersey sales. Curry's flashy ball handling, off-the-charts shooting ability, and palatable yet cocksure demeanor have made him the face of the NBA over the last 2 seasons. He has become Pitbull. He's Mr. Worldwide. However, anyone who watched the NBA Finals saw LeBron is still clearly the best player in the world, and much like LeBron, Facebook is quite polarizing in terms of popularity, but it's still the unquestioned leader of the pack. As the demographic for Facebook grows, we can't help but be reminded this is LeBron's 13th year in the league. He turns 32 this year, and much like Facebook, LeBron has been consistently dominant over the last 10 years. According to a 2015 study by Pew Research Center, 56% of all adults over the age of 65 use Facebook, compared to 21% on LinkedIn and just 10% on Twitter. Like a fine wine, both Facebook and LeBron are getting better with age. But let's take this a step further than dominance and age. Let's talk about advertising. Facebook makes a killing off of social advertising revenues, routinely eating up 2/3 of the social ad market, which is roughly $15 billion per year. We have to remember LeBron may not lead in jersey sales anymore, but he still remains the king of advertising. According to Forbes, LeBron is making $48 million in endorsements this season. That's 12 million more than the next guy and 36 million more than Curry. LeBron is Facebook. Stephen Curry.
City go by, why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement.
If LeBron is Facebook, then Curry has to be Snapchat, which is quickly becoming Facebook's biggest rival. Snapchat now receives over 10 billion video views per day, which has surpassed Facebook's stranglehold over video engagement. You can liken this to Curry surpassing LeBron in jersey sales, I suppose. But 2 things really stand out when comparing Curry to Snapchat: money and usability. Let's start with the money. Curry is currently signed to the NBA's most financially hilarious contract, 4 years for $44 million. He made just over $11 million this season, which made him the 54th highest paid player in the NBA. That's right, the back-to-back NBA MVP wasn't even in the top 50 in terms of salary. That will all change after next season when Curry becomes an unrestricted free agent. The Warriors lowballed Curry back in 2013, but will have to reach deep into their pockets to keep him around next year. Another deal happened, or at least tried to happen, back in 2013 that sounds awfully similar. After losing the engagement from its teenage audience, Facebook offered to buy Snapchat for $3 billion. At the time, that number seemed ridiculously high, but knowing now that Snapchat's approximate value is $20 billion, the offer definitely screams lowball. If Facebook ever wants to keep Snapchat in its back pocket, it's going to have to shell out a lot of money. Next, let's talk about the usability of Snapchat. While it started as a photo app, video was really becoming the driving force of its user engagement. Anyone can send up to 10-second clips of anything they want to their friends, and then it's assumedly gone. Snapchat is the perfect comparison for Curry because his on-the-court highlights were seemingly made for the platform. In 10 seconds or less, Curry can dribble across half court, cross over 2 defenders, and nail a contested 40-foot jumper. It all happens so fast, and he's gone back down the court before the ball ever gets to the goal. Draymond Green.
Draymond, here's your trophy. What and Kevin, here is your ribbon. Wait a minute.
Why would the social network with the easiest engagement functionality not be the league's most hated trash talker? You can confront whomever you please in seconds on Twitter. This makes trash talking easier for the world's keyboard warriors. At times, it's almost like reading the comment section of controversial articles. Draymond Green made his presence with his mouth, foot and hand throughout the playoffs, which led to a suspension in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. And what was the go-to social media channel to talk about his suspension? Twitter. I can almost guarantee if he hadn't been fined numerous times already, Green would have been right there on Twitter complaining with the rest of the Golden State fans. Russell Westbrook.
As you can see,
I look good. The NBA's most notorious fashionista has to be soulmates with Pinterest. Whether you love or hate his style, Westbrook's passion for fashion is on another level compared to other NBA players, and really everyone else too. Pinterest is an online shopper's dream. Whether you're looking for the perfect complement to an already purchased ensemble or creating your outfit from head to toe, Pinterest acts as a personal style guide. According to Pinterest, 93% of pinners have shopped online in the past 6 months. Westbrook, who already has his own line of fashionable glasses and a branded line of clothing at Barney's, has a real future selling clothes on Pinterest. For now, Westbrook will continue flashing his inner Pinterest nightly in the NBA, turning each pre-game arena arrival into his own personal catwalk. James Harden.
Can't shoot.
Instagram has grown rapidly over the last few years, going from a network primarily used for selfies to a social media powerhouse with over 500 million active users per month. However, the latest update to its algorithm has many users complaining. Like Facebook and Twitter, Instagram is changing from a chronological most recent post first feed to an algorithmic feed, which means users will only see the most relevant content from accounts they follow. As of March 2016, the average amount of a newsfeed Instagram users missed was already 70%. This new change should result in an even higher percentage. So why is Harden's social media counterpart Instagram? Like the increasingly popular photo app, Harden's rise in popularity in Paris has grown rapidly. Ever since his departure from the Oklahoma City Thunder, Harden has served as the Houston Rockets' #1 option, made the NBA All-Star game 4 times, been named to the All-NBA First Team twice, and finished as the runner-up to Stephen Curry in 2015 as the league MVP. However, despite finishing the season with career highs in points, rebounds and assists, Harden failed to finish in the top 5 for MVP voting and didn't make the cut on any All-NBA team. What changed? The Rockets had a lot of internal problems that ultimately made them hard to watch. They changed their game plan, which left fans wanting more. If that doesn't convince you, then let's liken the inability to see at least 70% of your news feeds to Harden's inability to see 70% of the floor when he's playing defense. Like Instagram, that number is going to get even higher when another change comes. If that doesn't convince you, here's a fun stat. There are over 175 million Instagram posts associated with the food hashtag. Needless to say, Instagram is a foodie's paradise. Have you seen Harden's popular celebration? No doubt he's a foodie. Blake Griffin. While the case can be made that Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, or baby Damian Lillard produced the best commercials, I'm giving the nod to Griffin for continuously putting out great work. YouTube is still a powerhouse among social networks thanks to its 1 billion users and roughly 4 billion video views per day. Generally, when you want to watch basketball highlights, YouTube is the first place you'll go. Griffin highlights are otherworldly, but that's not what makes his social media counterpart YouTube. It's his comfortability for being on screen. If you didn't know him as Blake Griffin, the basketball star, you might know him as that tall funny guy in those Kia commercials. When his career is over, he might want to look into becoming a YouTube star. But let's be honest, there was really no surprise here. We've been watching Griffin act on the court for years. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos out on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.